Hello, this is Dragon Tank 1400, and this is All Grown Up Season 4, Episode 6 review. The name of the episode is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Now, of all the episodes that involve Tommy and Dill, like brotherly relationship, I think this is the best. And this one actually makes like the most sense, I think, overall. And the fact that we didn't get like a ton of episodes revolving around it like we did in Season 1. We got like, I think, 3 or 4. And we haven't had any of these brotherly bonding episodes in a while, so it actually fits in quite well overall. Now what we have going on here is Tommy and Dill are kind of fighting because Tommy is finding Dill really annoying because he's hanging out with him like way too much. Then there's this circus day camp thing going on that all the kids go to, well, minus Angelica and Susie. It's just Tommy, Dill, Phil, Lil, Chucky, and Kimmy. And we have each one like doing a separate thing. We got Phil and Lil doing, I don't even know what these acts are called, but basically I'll just show pictures of each one doing the separate one. Chucky's with like the lions, and Kimmy's having problems because it's this spinny thing going upside down. She's having a problem with nausea and dizziness. That's kind of funny overall. I kind of like Chucky like having with the lions, and he kind of wants to get scratched up a bit. I think it's all of this is kind of fitting to their characters. I really like the moment where Kimmy at the very end gets mad because they had a motion sickness ban, and she's like, "Why didn't you tell me this before?" And it just all of it like kind of aligns with all the characters. Now the main thing is Dill is like really good at being in the circus, and he has a circus family. They offer him to actually stay with them to go on different circus adventures. He at first says no, but Tommy kind of pushes him away, and they have like a fight and everything. Even though at first Tommy's trying to make up with him, it just this doesn't work because he calls Dill a freak, and Dill takes offense to that for reasons. I don't know why. But that aside, it ends up turning out good. Dill actually realized like how annoying he is by him being annoyed with his circus family, and he comes back to Tommy and helps Tommy with his act, which is his act is like being a security guard clown, I guess. Who knows? So Dill doesn't go off to the circus. He ends up staying, and I did like that at first the parents were like no, and then they're like, if you really want to do this, you can do this for the summer as long as we meet with the other parents and see if there will be good guardians. Like, I really kind of like that because it shows that they're good parents and they're going to actually take the steps necessary to make sure Dill's taken care of. Now, I do like this strain on their like brotherly relationship, and it's different than the other times because Tommy was just getting annoyed with Dill just from actually spending too much time with him. And that would actually happen between brothers, you know, like the big brother would get annoyed with the little brother spending too much time with him, even though they're brothers and we have seen in the past the relationship grow. It would make sense, like logically and character development, that at times they would butt heads. We get to also see Dill gets to see himself like how other people view him for once, and that's like kind of big in character development because everyone was trying to be like him. Like, well, his circus family was trying to be like him, and he found it annoying, and he actually saw himself from like outside himself, and that's really good. Sometimes you gotta like see how other people see you in order to see like if you're annoying and if you're like kind of rude to people or whatever. In Dill's case, he was just kind of annoying. It wasn't like rude, but he was annoying. So sometimes it's good to see that. I mean, we shouldn't like change our behavior based on what other people think. We should definitely take a stand for things to be taking a stand. But if we're being like rude to people or annoying to people or this kind of things, sometimes we do have to change that, you know, for the other person. We got to think of them before ourselves. But if it's like a stand on like your beliefs or something like that, you shouldn't like change your beliefs or like change who you are, like what you like or anything like that. But you can change like how you talk to people, that kind of thing. And that's kind of like the moral. That's sort of like the moral of this, is that it's good to like stand up for what you believe. And well, that's not really the moral of this, but I'm just stating it. It's really good to stand up for what you believe in. However, there are times when you do change like how you act towards people for their sake. And the Bible supports this. Paul said he was all things to all people, or something down that lines. I can't remember where it is in the Bible. It's in one of his letters. And basically what Paul was saying was he was firm in his Christian standings, his morals, and his beliefs. But how he would talk to a Jew would be different than how he talked to a Gentile. He wouldn't like force the law on Gentiles. But with the Jews, he would talk to the law. He was all things to all people. And from a Christian standpoint, that is very important. And I'm probably like reading way more into this episode than needs to be. But that's just kind of what I've kind of thought about when I was watching it, and afterwards kind of thinking about it. And that's kind of actually the point for the series is, I'm a Christian, try to display my beliefs to, my audience, my viewers, but at the same time, I'm trying to review these episodes. And I enjoy these episodes and everything, so it's like a different audience. It's like way I would talk about things about you would be different than I would if I was doing a different type of video or whatever. But anyway, I give this episode, there's really nothing wrong with it. It had really great things. I mean, it had like 6 of the 8 main characters in there, all doing their certain things, certain roles, and it was definitely the best Dill episode I've seen. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Really great episode. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. See you in the next one. Bye.